Nicole, if the president called you and said, what should I be doing differently or better on the economy? What would you tell him?
I would tell him that he needs to fund SNAP. I would tell him that when I'm a military spouse and when the 15 came around and we didn't have to worry about our check, that made a world of difference. And the first is coming, and there are people that need food. And it's so dumb to make this a political play when there are people that listen. The winner on this in this situation is the one that comes to the table and says, hey, I can't give you $1 trillion, but let's negotiate towards 500 billion towards worth of what you want, because the American people that will go hungry matter more than what I'm trying to get out of you. I really think that whoever gets SNAP funded first, or whoever comes to the table first and shows, wait, Americans actually do matter to us, that's the party that wins. Nobody wins when 40 million Americans are hungry. Nobody wins when military families are wondering how we pay our mortgage. Nobody wins. And if you're going to be up there and you're going to be our politicians and you're going to tell us that you're the one standing up for what our needs are, you're full of it. If you can't get us paid and you can't get people fed, you're full of it.
Thank you for saying that. You speak for tens of millions, I know. Do you think the president has got the primary responsibility for fixing this, or Congress, or both?
I think that I think I think the Democrats are responsible. I think that the rescissions and the Medicare cuts that were made we've already dealt with them. These ACA tax credits were set to expire since the Inflation Reduction Act in 2022. We knew this was coming. Nobody did anything about it. It's not a negotiation tactic. It's not a ploy. If you wanted to do something about it, we've got until December. People are going to starve if you don't. I don't care.
Sean.
Um, it's very powerful. I appreciate you sharing your story, because I think, when Mark says you speak for tens of millions, like, we literally have 42 million Americans on SNAP. So,
real lives are real people. Yep.
Yeah.
For real. And
And
I just, coming from, again, I'm in Tennessee. There's a lot of people in my area that rely on these benefits. There's a lot of families that it's not just this blood-sucking welfare sect. It's people that like don't make it. I mean, the income caps on some of these benefits are actually kind of high, like when you look at it. And so it's like the people that are actually getting these benefits need it. And regardless of whether I am a Republican or a Democrat, nobody starves if it comes to me. And this is what I'll say to all Americans. If it comes down to it, and you have a local church or a local food bank, and you have a couple cans that you can offer, go drop off that food to the food bank. Go volunteer an hour of your time. We can't just sit here and be miserable and be mad about what the government isn't doing if we're not going to stand up as Americans and go make a difference where we can.
Thank you, Nicole. Grateful to you.
Love you guys.
Thank you. Please come back regularly.
Well said.
This is why
Now we talk about comfortable or uncomfortable. She speaks for a lot of people.
This is why I've flipped in the last day for thinking that this thing's ending, because I keep hearing from people who can't make their student loan payments, people who don't have food, people who are worried about their mortgage and their rent. There's just too many people who are endangered right now.
So you think it does end sooner, or it doesn't end sooner?
No, I do. I had thought 36 hours ago it was going to go to the end of the year.
Yeah.
I now think it's going to end very soon.
So do I.
Because there's just too many people who are dealing with a lot of pain already, and we just heard a powerful testimony to that.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.